everybody, welcome to my first fragrance that I'm going to be reviewing that is considered a vintage fragrance or of course an older fragrance, and I wanted to really start tackling these fragrances that kind of pave the way towards some of our favorite fragrances today. Now I'm of course starting with Yves Saint Laurent's Pour Homme Haute Concentration. This is of course the super concentrated version of the original Yves Saint Laurent Pour Homme, which was released in 1971. The Haute Concentration version, or Haute Concentration version, was released in 1983. They do share the same notes. I believe it's lemon, thyme, and vetiver. Now, I do get more in the fragrance than that, but it is very much a lemon-based fragrance. I'm not sure if it's the same Parfumé, so I'm not even going to bother with saying it. I looked on base notes. It's unlisted on the Haute Concentration version. Now, the reason why I'm starting with this fragrance, okay, this fragrance to me is kind of iconic in a way because I am a movie lover of sorts, and any any fragrance that's, in any movie that I love is going to get reviewed at some point. If I see freaking, I don't care, Dolce & Gabbana, Sex Panther, it's going to get reviewed by me at some point. I don't care what it is. This is one of them. Most notably in the movie American Psycho with Christian Bale. He's sitting there talking, doing his monologue and being crazy as ever, opening up his mirror, and here sits Yves Saint Laurent's Pour Homme in his little mirror cabinet. Now, I will add a side note here. In the book, he wore Calvin Klein's Obsession, which I do like slightly better. I'm just throwing that out there, but we are sticking with this one for this particular review here. And any fragrance that is good enough for Christian Bale is good enough for me, because the guy's awesome. He's a little whacked out, but he's good in everything he does. Anyways, back to the fragrance. This is actually one of the only fragrances, well, not one of the only fragrances, but this is the primary fragrance that Yves Saint Laurent actually dipped into himself. This is his idea of a manly fragrance, and of course I'm sure you guys have heard it before. I'm not the only one to be reviewing this one. This is kind of, at a time when men finished off, the fragrance was just the finishing layer kind of a thing. It's like soap. It's like they didn't do anything without taking a shower. They don't do anything without adding this finishing layer. Whereas today, some people just don't take a shower and spray themselves down. I'm saying that this is part of this is the cherry on the tip of the sundae. I don't like the cherry, but for all you out there, the metaphor, the cherry on the top of the sundae here. Okay, you've got everything else all set. You spray yourself down. This is the last component. So here we go. Here's the box. It's nothing special. Pour Homme Haute Concentration. Here's the bottle. Once again, very classic look to the bottle. Pour Homme Haute Concentration down here, and Yves Saint Laurent. The sprayer is on the top. As you can see, you just push down here, and the spritzer is actually in the bottle. So here we go. Sprayer is awesome. One spray with this stuff, okay? You do more than that, you're a big bully. You're a bully. You're purposefully trying to hurt others around you, like their noses. Just saying. This isn't an offensive scent, but it will get real cloying real quick. I promise. Okay, so what I get out of this fragrance, I told you the notes already. I'd be lying if I said that this wasn't reminiscent of Pledge. Is this Yves Saint Laurent's fault? No, I don't believe Pledge has been around since 1971. I could be wrong. Something tells me it hasn't been. Lemon Pledge. So is it, their fault? No. But this is going to remind you of Lemon Pledge. There's no way around it. It is a lemon-based fragrance. Does it smell chemically? Not really. It smells very lemony. I don't know. It smells like a lemon. But once it starts to develop, you get this other factor to it. Now, what does this smell like to me? You take Lemon Pledge, okay? You take Barbasol shaving cream, and you take some gym shorts from, whatever, some used gym shorts. You mix them together, this is what you get. It's like a mixture between rugged, manly, and clean-shaven freshness. It's kind of got a tinge of animalic quality to it because of the locker room smell. It's underlying the fresh lemon and the fresh Barbasol feel, okay? Or shaving cream feel, I should say, not to be confused with the stuff they put on the back of your neck. Barbasol is in the brand of the foam shaving cream. Now, do I think this is a bad smell? No, I don't at all. I actually rather enjoy this fragrance. It's not something that I would use on any occasion. It has its purpose. It is rather easy to get away with one spray. One spray is good. Just one underneath the shirt, to your chest, and then exposing a little bit on your neck will be fine for all day, 10 hours plus. This is perfect for, the people out there wearing suits all day, having meetings with people. I've heard it before that this isn't the greatest for, a meeting type setting or in a closed room. Maybe not necessarily a small closed room, but, a CEO. This has like a feeling of authority, a feeling of assurance, a feeling of just being that guy, the go-to guy, the guy who has all the answers. This is very much one of those fragrances. It's not playful. It's serious, somewhat rugged, manly, but serious and just very much a manly scent, okay? And it is kind of formal, in my opinion, although I would never personally choose this myself for something with a suit and tie, because for me, I feel like, I don't know, I just kind of usually grab my Antaeus or Egoist if I'm going for the more vintage feel with my suits or dressing up. But this definitely works well. I would say, for the age group, if you like the vintage feel of the fragrances, check this out. It's definitely not a blind buy, but definitely check it out. It's not dated, really. It is different. It's going to be different from anything you've ever smelled today. Okay, this isn't going to be, along any of the lines of any of the Yves Saint Laurent fragrances today. The closest things that it would be, as far as fragrances released in the last 20, 25 years, would be Rive Gauche and Jazz. But not smelling like them. Well, the Rive Gauche, shaving cream feel does kind of fall into this fragrance, or vice versa, I should say, since this came first. But it's not going to smell like anything that's being released now, but it doesn't necessarily have a dated feel to it. Now, while I'm saying that it doesn't necessarily have a dated feel to it, it definitely does have a manly, older gentleman feel to it. Or soapy or barbershop feel, I should say. That barbershop, shaving cream feel, a lot of people are going to feel like this is for older gentlemen. Older gentlemen, you wear this thing proud, because I think it's a great scent. I'm wearing it. Whatever, I'm 22. I don't give a crap. I like the scent. You like it? Definitely pull it off. I'm just letting you all know that this does have a vintage feel to it, but it is not dated, in my opinion. I mean, the stuff was made in 1983, the Hot Concentrate. The original is 1971, and it doesn't feel like it would be made in 1971. The 80s, maybe, but it's not at the point where I couldn't pull it off. Kuros feels more dated than this stuff. I like Kuros better, personally. And actually, there is a tinge of Kuros in this fragrance, or vice versa, once again, since Yves Saint Laurent Pour Homme came first. But that little tinge of animalic in this fragrance with the gym shorts or gym locker feel is in this. It's not super pronounced. It is not super animalic. It just adds a little underlying dirty quality. I'm not trying to turn you off to the fragrance, because I believe that it isn't that dominant. It's just that you're going to detect it. And that's, if you got a good nose, you'll detect this, because it is very strong. This lasts 10 plus hours. You only need one spray. At the cost, it's about $35-$40 for a 100 ml bottle. And it is one of the fragrances that help pave the way to some of my favorites and some of your favorites. And I feel like everyone should at least test this stuff out and see if they like it. I hope you all enjoyed my first review for my vintage fragrances, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.